Yo, fam, what's good? STD in the building. What's happening with you? Big Easy. What's good, fam? Team Blacksmith, my main man in the building. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I had a tiring one. Tiring Monday. This was some work, y'all. This was some work. So we'll see how long we gonna go on this live tonight. Normally I do a couple of hours. We'll see how it flows. Willie, what's good with you, fam? What's good? BTG in the building. S. Alex B, what's good, fam? What's good? I'll give a few minutes for everybody to roll in. Got a lot of stuff to go through tonight. Hey, Shayna. Shanna, man, why I keep doing that? It's because there is it's because there's another Shayna. I forget how to say her name too. I always mix the two names up, but my bad, Shanna. Jova, what's good? Tactical Tina, what's happening? Shanna, did you and Jason make it? You guys made it, right? Y'all safe? Y'all all at the new spot and everything? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So just a few things while we roll in. If you guys haven't seen it, I just dropped the video at 4:30 today. Okay, you guys are in Tennessee looking at some houses this week. Dope. Fantastic. Jace, what's good? So I just dropped a video at 4:30 this evening, kind of talk about my weight loss journey, how I lost 100 pounds over the last year, essentially. So check that out if you get an opportunity. If you haven't already, make sure you like and leave a comment for me. Much appreciated. We also have a new video dropping tomorrow morning where I go over kind of the mid-tier 2011s that are out there, a lot of those mid-tier options with a few exclusions that probably should have been there. But that'll be a recurring video because it seems like more and more 2011s are coming to the market. And I'll bring a lot of that to you guys at SHOT Show next week. I'm not going to do my normal all-out back-breaking SHOT Show coverage. I'm planning on doing a lot of shorts, though. So I'll say this. If you guys don't, hold on, let me say what's up to everybody. I got what's good, fam. Appreciate you, Jason. If you guys don't follow me on IG, make sure you do because I drop a lot of stuff. Ultimately, everything that I do on IG, for the most part, filters over into YouTube. But there is a delay, a significant delay, sometimes weeks. And so make sure you guys are following me there. A lot of the new guns that you guys want to see at SHOT Show, I'll be dropping those stuff on Instagram like simultaneously and probably won't be finding their way over to YouTube until I get back. So check that out. Also, your boy dropped a bomb on Instagram today. Look, go over to my Instagram and make sure you check out your boy's one of one covert Watchtower Apache. I did my thizzle on that one, me and covert. So definitely. Gladiator Guns Training, what's good, fam? What is good? You're a good person to be joining this particular conversation. Also, in addition to the bomb I dropped over there on Instagram, make sure you check that out. Also, fam, the other day, man, I hit 100,000 subscribers, fam. I am really, really humbled by that. It seems like just yesterday, y'all, I was wondering, am I ever going to get to 1,000 subs so I can be monetized? Is that going to happen? It seemed like, it was just slow rolling. And for a channel that has never had a viral video. I've had videos that have done well, you know, some 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. I think viral is like hundreds of thousands, a million. Like I've never had a viral video or anything like that. For us to just steady as she go, you know, just being very consistent with my uploads and everything and trying to put out quality content that I think people will enjoy. It is awesome, and I'm humbled to see me hit 100,000. Hey, Siege, Sam Madden, what's good with you, fam? What's good? Yeah, so because of that, I'm gonna do some giveaways tonight. So I'm gonna do two everybody giveaways and one member only giveaway. So if you are a non-member, and at first if you're a non-member, why is that? Why? Can you what? Y'all see how I be hooking my members up, right? Y'all see how we do it. Membership is only a whopping $3.99 a month. For that, we do giveaways at least twice a month, and we do members only content and all kind of great stuff. So if you're not a member, make sure you become a member. And tonight I'm going to be giving away to non-members. Even if you're not a member, I love y'all too. Don't be thinking I don't. Don't be thinking I don't. Oh, Gladiator Gun says he's plugging away. Just hit 720 subs. Fam, like I said, I felt like I was right there yesterday. Boy, that little scroll, and then you mess around and somebody unsubscribes. You're like, oh, I lost one. Damn. it hits different, right? But yeah, fam, make sure you guys just stay the course. So anyway, we're going to be doing two non-member giveaways today. One, I'm going to be giving away these Glory Fire electronic ear pros. I got a video review on these coming out. So I'll be giving that away to a non-member. And I'm going to be giving out this Chloris 330 lumen flashlight. I've done a review on this one. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. We'll be giving away that. And to my members, I'm going to give away some night vision goggles from Wish Betty. So big giveaway day for members and non-members to celebrate me hitting 100,000. I was going to wait until I got my little platinum or whatever, my little silver plaque, but who knows how long that's going to take. It might not come for months. So we'll be giving away that. And every single giveaway tonight will also come with a 2A NLA patch and a 2A NLA keychain, because that is how we get down. Look, fam, I'm going to step away for 1 second. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, fam. Sorry about that. I had a package that just got delivered. I didn't want to leave it on the front porch. Okay. So we're going to be giving away these dope giveaways. We got that going. Let's get into the topic at hand. What is a good shooter, and are you one? Look, fam. This is what I did a video, an episode on this, I think last week. If you haven't seen that episode, definitely go back and check it out. But the premise of the video was that I see, and some people I think thought that somebody said something to me or left a comment that triggered me, and I was like, that was not how it went down. Although I have gotten comments either on shorts or videos or whatever about, how good a shooter are you? But I've seen it across platforms, fam. I remember when Team Blacksmith first started shooting competitions, and he was, just kind of getting his bearings straight. And if you're somebody who's never shot competitions before, it takes a minute. It takes a minute to get your sea legs. And so I thought he was incredibly brave to put out like the good and the bad early on in his shooting journey. And a lot of his comments were a lot of people's comments were unkind. Because it's a lot of angry people out there, y'all. It's a lot of people who are unhappy with their lives and they mad because Team Blacksmith got guns that they only could wish they could have, and they needed some way to hate. If you guys don't watch my guy Jeff at the Weapon Collective, check his channel out. His collection is crazy, crazy, crazy. And I've seen people say really crappy stuff to him. Oh, and he's a good shooter, but before he started doing like range footage where people could actually see him shoot, in the beginning he was more so doing collection videos and kind of a studio, and he would get comment, oh, I bet you can't even shoot, I bet you this. I mean, man. So people are just, man, extra 2011 Collective, what's good? Now, if you guys haven't seen my video, if for no other reason, go back and look at the comment that the 2011 Collective left in the comment section of that video, because I thought it was very telling and it speaks to what we are talking about tonight. Are you a good shooter? Oh, what is a good shooter and are you one? And so the premise of that episode was that in my life, fam, I have found that everything is relative. And it all depends on where you're standing at any given point in time. And so if you think that, I use the example in this video, people think Jay-Z, Beyonce, they're rich, right? They're rich, right? Relative to what though? Like if Elon Musk woke up tomorrow with Jay-Z money, he'd jump out of a window. Right? He would jump out of a window, right? Now, relative to me, Jay-Z uber rich, right? So it all depends, You think you got a great gun collection relative to who? Relative to who? I think I have a good gun collection relative to the collector. Not so much. Not so much. Right? And so, look, fam, I just think it all depends. And I think shooting is that way. And so I see a lot of people shaming other people for where they're at currently in their shooting development. And it made me ask the question, and my man RGG has done this topic in the past on Thomas. What's good, fam? My man RGG has done this topic in past on prior lives before. And I think he's felt like it's kind of a circular conversation, and it can be, but I don't think it has to be. So I wanted to kind of touch on it tonight. And kind of my premise is this. Like I said, everything is relative, right? I had one guy leave a comment, and I don't think he was necessarily directing at me. He felt like having these different categories of shooters was not productive, that you needed to be good. You needed to be, and I read by the way he said it with his chest, by the way he was typing with the bass in his voice, I think he was trying to say that he was that dude. That he was good, and we needed to be like him or better, right? And my thing was, look, I'm an advocate for training 100%. But let's say you are a really good shooter, right? Let's say you are if you're doing USPSA, let's say you are an A-level shooter or a master level shooter. If your gun skills are that good, right, you're probably better than maybe 90% of the shooters that are out there, right? The point I made in the video, to his point was, let's say you're that, right? Relative to Jerry Michalik, JJ Racaza, Taryn Butler, you suck. You suck. So should you feel bad because you're not them, or should you, or are you good for where you're at? And so my point of the video was kind of, you need to be good enough for whatever your goal is. If you're the kind of person who just keeps a gun in the nightstand for home invasion purposes, and you're not concealed carrying every day, and you can go to a range once every few months, put rounds on paper from 5, 10, 15 yards, maybe that's good enough for what your goal is. If you're somebody who concealed carries every day, right? And now you are making yourself subject to far more dynamic, potentially, situations where there are other people's around, where your target is likely moving. It's not in a confined space. Then you need to be much better trained, right? You need to be much better trained than a person who's just home defense. If you kick down doors for a living, or you're a competitive shooter, you need to train to your level. So you need to decide, why do I have, hold on, I only cut my ringer off. You think people would know by now. You need to decide, why do I have a firearm? What's the purpose? And then you need to train to that level. And if you're not there today, that's okay, as long as you're working towards that. So that was kind of my takeaway, fam. Like, I think there's a lot of people out here that think they the ish, that ain't all that. And I think there are people out here who maybe think they suck, but probably be a little bit better than they think they are, right? And so I would say you need to train to your goals, right? Whatever those are. If you want to be a national champion shooter, you want to, be in USPSA and go to nationals and all of that, be a GM, grandmaster level shooter, then you need to be dry firing daily. You need to be putting thousands and thousands of rounds a month to train to get to where you want to be. Some of us, that's not an aspirational goal. And so, we don't need that level of training. And if somebody is training for that and I'm not, they shouldn't look at me, or I shouldn't feel like I'm less than because I don't have, my goals are not their goals. And I think the 2011 collective said something, and I've heard other people kind of echo this, so I think it's worth mentioning. CDL, if I haven't said what's up, my guy Kaba, my main man. That reminds me of something I'm gonna circle back to. Dennis Dixon, what's good with you? And so the 20 elective said this, that even, and he's somebody who served in the military, right? Served in the military. So what he said was, even if training is one thing, right? You can train from now until the end of time. And I had said this in my weight loss video, that historically I've been an athlete. I played high school basketball, college basketball. I've been on the court with many pros or whatever. So I know this to be true in sport. And if it's true in sport, it's definitely true in real life. The difference between, if you've been on the court with like a Kobe Bryant, let's say, right? And a Derek Fisher, both NBA players, right? I think a lot of people think that there's a huge difference between Kobe and a Derek Fisher, right? All-time great versus a good NBA player, right? I would tell you, having been on the court with both calibers of players, all-time greats and good NBA players, there's very little difference. Very little difference. You play against them, they're both the most incredible players you have ever seen in your entire life. They don't miss, they don't make mistakes. When you're playing them in a pickup game in the off season, right? The difference between a Kobe and a Derek Fisher is that when when millions of people are watching and thousands of people are in the stands screaming, Kobe maintains that level of excellence. In fact, turns it up a notch, and Derek Fisher probably drops down a bit, right? And so, what the 2011 collective said was, you can train till the cows come home. Training is fine. But there is a mental part that comes with having to pull your firearm, aim, and shoot at another human being that you can't simulate. You can try, but it's different. And so you can train, you can dry fire 5 hours a day and shoot 10,000 rounds a week. But what is your mental? Are you strong enough mentally to be able to do that then? Because the person who isn't trained to the level that you are, but has the mental fortitude and strength to be able to respond, may very well outperform that highly trained individual. And so there's that part of the equation too that I don't think people talk about. One of the things I appreciate about my main man RGG and what he says is, kind of the best gunfight is the gunfight you don't get into. There is something to be said about avoidance, about staying away from trouble, about being aware of your surroundings and anticipating trouble and leaving. Get home. Get home. Now, sometimes you can't, it's unavoidable, right? And so you just have to do what you have to do. But yeah, there's that part of it too. So I'm anxious to hear you guys' thought. Let me ask this. How many people in the chat think they are a good shooter? If you think you're a good shooter, put I am in the chat. Joe Va, 100%. Joe Va says, you don't get to pick or choose when trouble comes your way. There ain't nobody around you with the timer, shooter ready. There's none of that. There's none of that stuff going on. No. Shooter better be ready or shooter's going to be in trouble. That's how that goes down. And so, again, you can do competition to try to raise your heart rate and train moving and shooting from concealed air. All that is good. 100%. But it doesn't mean you're going to be ready at the time, So that's that. But I'm 100% an advocate for training. What I am not with is people who shame people based on their level of training. Look, man, if you feel like somebody doesn't have proper grip, doesn't have proper form, or whatever, you should be encouraging them, not discouraging them. I don't think the people in my community do that, but I do see others doing that, which is why I made that video. Because I think too, a lot of those people running around criticizing people, we ain't seen you shoot, player. I don't know how good you are. I'll say this, y'all. And again, I'm gonna say always train. And don't. Here's what I will say that competition does. I went shooting this past weekend. I took out somebody who is very, very good at target shooting, right? Like Put a target 5, 10 yards. A-zone, bullseye shots, consistent. What my friend learned, though, is when put under just slightly elevated circumstances, a timer with no kind of limit. It's not like you got 3 seconds to draw and get off. No. Just whatever you do is what you do. Just the heightened sense that creates internally threw the game off. It's a challenge. And then when you add a little bit of movement, even if it's move to a position, stop, shoot, threw the game off. So a lot of, but absent that experience, you can go to a static range doing static shooting and be bullseye all day and not realize that you need a lot of work still. So I encourage people, look, there's a lot of things you can work out, a lot of fundamentals you can work out at a static range. But you really can't test your skills until you push yourself to your limits. And if you never push yourself to your limits, you don't even know what your limits are, which is also problematic. So I encourage you guys to try to take courses and get instruction that put you in more dynamic shooting scenarios. Training is good. All training is good. So that's how I see it. Let me see what some of these comments are. The TBG, I trained at FLETC and still worry about being placed in life-death situations. As you should, brother. As you should. Because any life-death situation is life and death by definition. And so, no, 100%. 100%. I feel you. Okay, look. We're a little bit, half an hour in. I'm going to do the first giveaway for the 3300 Lumen Colossus Light. Hold on. Let me go here. All right, now let me share my screen. Present share screen. All right, fam. Everybody put hashtag 100K in the comments for a chance to win this 3300 lumen flashlight, 410 meters of throw. Look, fam, this thing will light up the world. If you give it a chance. This is one of the brightest lights I've ever used and that I've ever reviewed. Homesteader Rachel, hey sis, I did not see you. Were you hiding in the bushes waiting for the giveaways? I think so. Leo, my man, what's good with you, fam? I appreciate the thanks, brother. 100%. Listen, couple things. Everybody, for everybody who's going to be at SHOT Show next week, make sure you're connected with me on Instagram. I'm going to try to put together a lunch, more than likely probably a dinner or a breakfast or something with a lot of us, a lot of the content creators. Okay, I miss you, sis. A lot of content creators, so we can all get together. I want to get pictures with everybody. I'd love to get a big group shot with all of my homies. And so make sure you guys reach out to me. Okay, 2011, absolutely. Jeff from Weapons Collective reach out to me. He wants to link up. Patrick from Gun Food wants to link up. Team Blacksmith will be out there. And we'll definitely link up. Kaba, are you going to SHOT this year? Let me know down in the comments. Usually my boy Kaba goes. I see Kaba. we hang out. Agent Two Down, did I say hello? I might have missed you, but good seeing you, fam. Good seeing you. Nah, expanding the business. Understood, bro. Understood. I overstand. I don't understand. I overstand. 100%. Tactical Scene says, Cobb has got to go. I'm waiting on his patch video. Sure. Look, if y'all haven't seen, my man Cobb's patch collection is not for play. Not for play. The first time me and Cobb ever met up at Shot, my man was on a mission to get the patches. On a mission to get the patches. 2011 said, I'm trying to get my Peter Luger on in Vegas. As you should, bro. As you should. Look, how many? I forgot to do this. All right, I got 18 people. Look, fam, last chance to put hashtag 100K so that you have an opportunity to win this Claris flashlight, the XT11 GT Pro. Say that 3 times real fast. Mike Hand, what's good with you, fam? Hey, Mike, put hashtag 100K in the chat. All right, look, let's get this thing. Coy, my God. Hey, Coy, put hashtag 100K in the chat. Javon's Martin, what's good, fam? All right, let's get it. Cricket, cracker, cracker, lacking. Going once. Going twice. Gone. Ha! Woo! Of course he did. Of course he did. Look, Howard J and Christian J, between married couples, I don't know who's won more, Howard J and Christian J or Shannon and Jason, but it's close. It's close. Hey, Howard J, I'm pretty sure I got your address, bro. So I'll get this out to you. If for some reason I can't find it, I'll DM you on Insta. But congrats, my man. Congrats. Gina, that is not nice. That is not nice, young lady. We're going to be happy for Howard J. RGG, my God, what's good? What is good? What is good? Patrick Irie, what's good, fam? What's good? Y'all just missed the first of 3 drawings, though, so don't feel bad. We got 3 drawings, so we still have the Glory Fire electronic earbuds. I got a review coming out on these in a couple of weeks, and we got, for the member giveaway, we got the Wish Betty Night 4K Night Vision goggles. We're going to be giving those away too. So we got some good stuff circulating tonight. Real quick, I'm sure my man RGG, you still at Shot next week, right? We got to hang out, bake, break bread, and all that good stuff. But in June, my main man RGG is doing the regular meetup. Look, fam, everybody asks 2A in LA. We want to hang out with you. We want to be able to shoot some of your guns. Bop, bop, bop. Well, y'all will be able to do it at RGG's meetup. I've been to every meetup except for last year, but I will be there this year hanging out. Definitely want to see all of my peeps. And it's going to be a phenomenal time. So usually like Thursday is the unofficial meet and greet where people get in early and everybody just kind of hangs out and has a good time. Friday is the real meet and greet, the official one. There will be drinks flowing and beverages circulating. And then on Saturday, we have the women's conference, we have the range day, and then we have the award show sneaker ball event. So look, it's always a blast. I've never gone and had a disappointing time ever. It's just a bomb event. It's a great opportunity to see the people that you communicate with in lives all year. I always say, if you're only going to go to one 2A event, that's the one you should go to. So make sure you hit up my man RGG. He says down there, tickets are going fast. It always sells out. It always sells out. This year, 2011 Collective, it's in Atlanta. So that's the other thing I like about the meetup. RGG moves it around. Like the first year was kind of unofficial. It was in Houston. The first official one was in Tennessee. The next one was in South Georgia. The one last year was in Ohio. And this one is in Atlanta. Although look, RGG, at some point, bro, I need you to get closer to the West Coast. At some point, we need to work that out. Well-dressed tactical. What's good, fam? Yeah, man. So make sure you guys check out my main man RGG's event. Like I said, as long as I'm on this side of the grass and God makes me able, I am going to make sure I don't miss a meetup. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I asked everybody to put in the chat if they thought they were a good shooter. Nobody said I am. So I'm assuming no, we don't have any real shooters here. right, RGG, right. Like this is the hip hop award from back in the day. Y'all don't love Snoop Dogg? Y'all don't love Dr. Dre? Yes, throw some California love. Let's get some West Coast love. What? Let's get it going. All right, so okay, so Well Dressed Collector, he's in the house. Good look, fam. RGG, that's exactly what I was saying. Everything is relative. You may be good. Jay the Budget Gun Guy, the winner of the 2A NLA Walther PDP. And that's another thing, fam. 2011, you want to be that member. You don't mess around. Look, let me tell you about my people. I love y'all, but because I love you, I can say what it is. Y'all be some last minute some. Look, I kept telling everybody all year last year, hey, look, get your membership. You know, get your pay little $3.99. I'm gonna give you some dope giveaways. Chances are you gonna win something that's gonna pay whatever it was throughout the course of the year, and then you are automatically entered into the giveaway. And a lot of people waited until the last minute to jump on becoming a member and buying extra tickets and stuff. Look, this year I'm giving away a 2011. I am undecided as to whether or not, because there's so much stuff going on right now. So I'm undecided whether it's going to be a 2011 for my personal collection. I'm uncertain whether it's going to be a brand new 2011 and which one it's going to be. But a 2011 will be given away on my channel this year. And so don't miss out on that. Make sure you are a channel member. And make sure you're tuning in to the lives. Last year, we waited to the end of the year to do the giveaway. I do not think that's going to be the case this year. I'm not going to give too much away. My focus right now is on SHOT Show, but once I get back, I'm going to start planning and plotting for that one. TBG said, I get by, would like to have faster follow-up shots. BTG, the one thing I am certain of is I am not giving away the baby monster, nor am I giving away the 2 other infinities that I have coming this year. Y'all didn't hear it here, but I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Tactical Tina says, ain't no way I give away something in my collection unless it fell below the line. Well, I think that that's true, Tina. But let me tell you about the 2011s that are below the line in my collection right now. My Staccato C2, below the line, redone by Monsoon Tactical. My Staccato P, below the line. My Legion Precision Chirac, below the line. My Phoenix Trinity H-Tac, below the line. My Wilson Combat EDC-9 L, below the line. Bro, look, I got all 2011s I got probably about 10, 11, 2011s that are below the line. So if your assumption is true, that there's a lot of very, very nice 2011s below the line. Cali Cool Guns, what's up, my man? Look, Cali Cool Guns is a gun tuber based out here in California. If you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, check out my man. He does a lot of good reviews, and a lot of stuff. You know, we're limited out here. I worked the system to be able to get a lot of stuff that you see on my channel. Obviously, it's expensive, but he does a lot of gun reviews on guns that are, I would say, are more mainstream. A lot of them guns that all of us have. And so make sure you check out my guy. Oh, that's nothing. Cali Cool Guns. Are you going to SHOT Show? Oh, it looks like you're not. Look, Cali Cool Guns, next year, make a plan to go to SHOT Show. And if you don't know how to get in, let me know. And I will make sure you get squared away. RGG, look, bro, what you want? Look, the way my bank account works is I got a checking and a savings, right? The way my gun room works is I can only have 16 guns above the line. That's it. 16 guns above the shelf line. All the other guns, I'm talking about pistols now, right? All the other pistols have to go below the shelf line. And so, yeah, fam, there's not unlimited space. It is not an indictment. If the gun is below the shelf line, it is not an indictment on the guns. Right now, I would say that I love every gun in my gun collection. All of them. Like, I don't care above the line, below the line, left of the line, right of the line. I got shooters. Every single one is a banger. So look, don't think just because it's below the line, it means I feel some type of way. It's just that only 16 guns can be above the line. Right now, I think I want to say I'm right at 28, 29, 2011s. Within by the end of February, I'll be over 30 2011s, well over 30 2011s. So, yeah, fam, only 16 can be above the line. What I always tell people when they tell me, how do you put that gun below the line? I said, well, tell me the one that's above the line that you would want me to take down and replace other ones that are below the line. And those above the line guns, they're like 5 Atlases up there, Infinities, Rafferties, Venom. Yeah, my above the line is not for play. Not for play, fam. They're like my kids. I love them all. I love them all. 2A in LA hat. Oh, love the hat. Thanks you. Thanks, fam. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it. Dennis, I disagree, Dennis. I don't think the line above, there's some guns that are below the line that cost more than some guns that are above the line. So for me, it's about what I think the best gun is. Tina said I gotta stop buying. No. Can't do that, Tina. Silverback, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Javon Martin said, I'm losing body weight and gun weight. So he said, send me those below the line pistols. Look, all that to say, I'm giving away a 2011 this year. I don't know what it's going to be. Tina, you sound like my other friend who tells me you just need to expand the gun room, put all the guns above the line. Look, fam, I'm sorry, fam. There's some hard choices that have to be made. There are no participation trophies in my world. There are no participation trophies in my world. 2011 collective, I don't think I'm selling any of my below the line guns. So let me tell you guys what happened. It's always a story, right? Let me tell you guys what happened. So when I first started my channel, and RGG knows this because RGG's been rocking with me. It's funny I'm going to SHOT Show next week because me and RGG went to our first SHOT Show at the same time. That's when we met in person for the very first time. So RGG knows he's been following my channel a long time. And so he knows when I started, I was doing Glock bills, I was doing SIG bills, I was doing Walther bills. I mean, that's kind of how HK bills, that's kind of built my channel up. And then I kind of fell in love with the 2011 platform because I just felt the shooting experience was really just night and day from a lot of the striker fired pistols, even the ones I had built up and done crazy things to. So what was happening is I wasn't shooting any of those guns. I was just shooting my 2011s. And then they were just sitting there collecting dust. And so I sold those guns, right? And then I replaced them. If you guys haven't seen my what I picked up in 2024, that's my CTV because I picked up about 20 new guns in 2024. So now I'm in a situation, and honestly, I'm not joking about this. I could cover my eyes like this and pick a gun, and I know I'm going to love the shooting experience. Like, I shot my Legion Precision Chirac maybe for the first time in a couple of months the other day. Oh, man, fell in love with it all over again. There isn't a bad gun in my collection right now. So I'm loving that. Dennis Dick said, I want to give you a Sky to replace the 2011 you give away. I'll take that Sky. I'll take that Sky. To Team Blacksmith, I will not be giving away my Haze. That's for sure. That's a for sure above the line gun. Roadblock, Road Blizzy. What's good, fam? The 2011 collective said it right. Yeah, that's what I do. I rotate. Look, fam, I'm shooting a lot. I'm shooting a lot. I'm going to the range pretty much weekly training. I may not put out footage all the time, but I'm shooting weekly. And so, yeah, this week I have a couple of my essentials like my ADC and the gun I'm planning on competing with. I take those to the range with me every time. But in terms of my other guns, yeah, steady rotation. Maybe 2 or 3 I'll take this week, 2 or 3 I'll take the next week, 2 on and on and on. I love all of my guns, fam. I really, really do. There is not a gun in my gun room now where I'm like, man, I love that. 2011 Collective. I am jealous, bro. I'm obviously I live in the city kid. The one good thing is though, now I'm a member at a range, and even though it's not close, it's a good hour drive for me. Um, but I have 24-hour access to it, day or night. And so I can always go shoot. And so that's been one of the reasons why I'm shooting a lot more now than I have in years past. But yeah, fam, it's hard to get above the line. It's hard. It's hard to get above the line. Although my Staccato XC remains above the line, and there are some guns that were more expensive than that are below. You know, now I put probably another $1,500 into my XC, so at this point, it's like a $6,000 2011. 2011. Thomas, hey fam, if you had to handle the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus, I haven't. It's funny you say that, Thomas. I haven't, but that's one of the guns I am definitely going to be shooting next week. The gun from Alpha Foxtrot and the other one, the XP Pro. I'm making sure I get my hands on both of those because I'm going to be doing a budget 2011 build. I kind of want to do one of those every year. If you guys watched me last year, you know I took a stock 4.25 Prodigy and I made it crazy. And that gun's below the line too. Took a stock 2011 Prodigy and I tried to make the craziest Prodigy on the planet. And I'm telling you, that gun shoots amazing. That gun shoots like it's a $4,000, $4,500 gun. It shoots crazy. And I want to do a build like that too. So I'm deciding whether I want to do the Foxtrot or the XP Pro. And I don't know. Maybe one of those will end up being the giveaway. But I promise if they are not going to look like they do now. That's for sure. They're not going to look like they come out of the box on no level, whether it's internals, externals, whatever. Those are going to be the craziest Romulus or XP Pro you have ever seen. But and I doubt those end up being the giveaway guns because it's like there's a reason why I didn't give away my Prodigy. Once I put all of my everything into a gun, it's hard for me to let it go. It was hard for me to let that PDP go. I just felt consoled, I guess, because I really wasn't shooting it. But if I have an XP Pro or Romulus that I've hooked up to the level of my Prodigy, I'm going to shoot it. I shoot my Prodigy quite a bit. My Prodigy stays in my regular rotation. Silverback said, do a haze. Do a haze for a giveaway or do hook up a haze. If you're saying hook up a haze comes hooked up. I don't need to do jack to a haze. That's the thing. That's the thing about the above the line guns, fam. The above the line guns, they are already insane out of the box. There is nothing left to be done to a haze. Nothing left to be done to a Venom. Nothing left to be done to an Atlas. Nothing left to be done to an Infinity. They are Rafferty. They just are what they are. And if you're saying give away a haze, hell no, I ain't giving away no $6,000-$7,000 gun. You crazy? That's out of the question. 2011 TBG says Foxtrot. That's another one. So we'll see, fam. But I promise you, I don't want to. Our GG accuses me from time to time of saying I have lost my everyday man's card, right? I've lost my everyday man status because I don't do any kind of, budget friendly guns. But I am committing to do this. There's a few budget friendly guns that I'm planning on doing stuff to in 2021. I'm going to do something with a Glock. I really can't speak on that too much right now. I'm gonna do one of these 2011s, and I'm gonna make it stupid crazy. And so there's a few I've got uh coming into the channel. Hayes price went through the roof. They did. Not only Hayes, Atlas too. Do you guys know an Atlas Airbus costs $8,000 right now? 8 grand. When I bought mine, it was 6,200. And people were like, "You crazy? Pay $6,200 for the gun?" Yeah, eight G's for the Airbus right now. Venom raised their prices up. Hayes raised their prices up, and a lot of these Rafferty, a lot of these, and part of it is Atlas, because Hayes has quite a few Atlas parts. So does Venom. So does Rafferty. Quiet is kept. Atlas supplies a lot of parts for 2011 manufacturers throughout the industry, including Watchtower and others. And so when Atlas raises their prices, everybody else has to raise their prices. So, yeah. RGG said you definitely lost your everyday man status. Come on, RGG. I come back, though. I come back. We're going to do some stuff. Tina, look, I just did a video. It'll be out in the next couple of weeks, kind of talking about that a lot of these guns are getting so expensive now that they are pricing people out of the market. Now, I get it. Here's the thing, Tina, and I was kind of melancholy about it in the video that I did. On one hand, I don't like it. I don't like that the same gun that you could have bought yesterday is more expensive today, but I think that's the case in capitalism. I think the problem is, Tina, these companies can only produce so many guns, right? And so if you're somebody like Atlas, and Atlas is one of the biggest, aside from Staccato, which is the behemoth, right? Atlas is one of the largest 2011 manufacturers on the planet. And I think Atlas produces, and don't hold me to this because I haven't talked to them in a while and I don't know where they're at now, but I want to say they produce something like, let's say 200 guns a month, right? If Atlas at their old prices, right, sold so many guns that producing 200 guns a month, they've got an 18-month wait list. What do you do? What do you do? Because now people are mad because they can't get their guns, right? So Atlas raises the prices, hoping that some of the demand will curtail. So they maximize their profits, yes, but some of the demand will curtail so that people aren't waiting forever. And you know what's happened? They still got an 18-month wait list. That's what happens. So I don't know, T. The demand is so high for these guns out here. Man, it's tough. Denton, what's good with you, fam? Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. TBG. Staccato has a new release this year for sure. I'm not sure if Atlas is dropping anything. But I'll let you guys know. Be looking, like I said, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you do, because I will be doing a ton of shorts on Instagram, you know, kind of showing you guys what's going on at SHOT Show. Silverback says, after SHOT Show, the market is going to be flooded with 2011. I think it's already flooded. Here's my concern, fam. Here's my concern. And I don't know if Team Blacksmith is here, but I'd be curious. The 2011 Team Blacksmith 2011 collective, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. My experience, fam, is that a lot of these people, it's a money grab. And I'm not mad at that, but it's a money grab. And so what they do is they go out and they get an Atlas parts kit, and then they try to mass produce these kits, right? But what happens is inevitably the quality suffers. Like you can have really a good example is Watchtower. I think if you look at what Watchtower gives you on paper, you say, "Oh, I get a PVD coating, not Cerakote." Okay, that sounds good. I get a V8, V10 comped gun. Oh, that sounds good. I got Atlas internals and Atlas part. Oh, that sounds good. I got an MGD grip. Oh, that sounds good. And then either A, they put a prototype out there and people are like, wow. And they go crazy over, right? And then people start ordering, but they can't keep up with demand. So now people are waiting and waiting and waiting. Now they're getting angry because you said it was going to be done in 2 months and we on month 8 because you didn't anticipate the demand. And they're so busy trying to crank all of these guns out that flaws come through. All of a sudden, the PVD coating isn't done the best. The fitment, even all the parts and everything are there, the fitment of the gun isn't done the best. Now, these are guns that can be corrected because they've got, what do people say about houses? They got great bones, but when you pay $5,000 for a gun, do you want to be sending stuff back? Do you want to be going through all of that, right? And I wish I could say that, on the lower end of the market, there are a lot of entry level 2011s that are like 800. Oh, wait, RGG just said something. 100% some quality out there under 1,500 in the market. So I think there are some guns that are 800 to 1,500 in that range. I think they're faced with the same kind of issues because everybody wants a 2011. So now they're trying to mass produce them, crank them out. And these are not even custom fit guns for the most part. These are assembly line type of guns. And there's a struggle with that as well. So look, fam, I don't know, fam. The state of the 2011 market, I'll probably do a video on this at some point. The state of the 2011 market is concerning for me. I'd say it's concerning for me. Yeah, Thomas, the TBG is saying, looking at you, Legion Precision. Yeah, I mean, look, I love my Chirac. I really, really do. It's especially, keep in mind, when I bought my 5-inch Legion Precision Chirac, that gun was less expensive than the 4 1/4. So it's one of the reasons why I bought it. It was $3,500. Now it's $1,000 more. At $3,500, it was a crazy buy. All metal gun, great parts, good fitment, ported for $3,500. Stop. Crazy great value. And a well put together gun. But look, slide was gritty. Thumb safety wouldn't move. You'd have to go through these processes to break it in or whatever. When you get an Atlas, there's none of that. When you get a Venom, there's none of that. When you get a Rafferty, there's none of that. When you get an Infinity, there's none of that. So, but those guns are significantly more expensive. And that's what I'm saying, in that mid-tier there. And what I would say is Legion Precision came in and elbowed a lot of those mid-tier guns. Staccato XC, Phoenix Trinity, they came in and started throwing bows. They're like, we're going to give you everything you need. You ain't got to worry about a polymer grip, Staccato XC. We're going to give you a better trigger, Staccato XC. We're going to give you better customer service than Phoenix Trinity, right? And then, just all of a sudden demand ramps up, hard to keep up with demand. My man made a move from Chicago to another state. That process took some time, inevitably a little hiccup. My understanding now is he's back grinding and working, and man, I'm sure they're gonna kill it 100%. They're gonna kill it 100%. But I say all that to say, y'all, that no, nobody is immune to these growing pains, and I think a lot of times people are very hard on these manufacturers. They expect perfection when they pay for these guns, but it's very, very hard to do that. RGG said, hold on, let me put this up, RGG. Less than 2% of gun owners buy guns over 2,500. Real statistic. Truth is, it's a small part of the market. Not to mention, this is all subjective. Look, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And I also recognize that my channel is in a certain niche. You know, I try to bring kind of non-high end content to the channel. Some of it, like you're going to see a lot of stuff this year is going to be training. You're going to see a lot of stuff this year is going to be commentary. But there's no doubt about it. When you see firearms on my channel, they are in that upper tier and they're very niche. And I'm okay with that because that's what I love and that's what I enjoy. I'll let other people focus on other things. And so, yeah, but I think RGG is spot on with that. And I also got a video coming out talking that, and I don't remember exactly what the title is, but the name of it is I'm Not an Influencer. I say at the beginning of every video, and people just shoot right by it. But I say at the beginning of every video, this is my personal opinion. It's not a fact. It's not, don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. If you are one of the people who is blessed and fortunate enough to be able to buy a gun that's above that $2,500 threshold that RGG referenced, what I want is, if you're already planning on doing that, I want to aid you in that decision process because I've seen, shot, and owned most of these firearms. And so that's all I'm here to do, is provide you some information. I don't think anybody needs a gun over $2,500. Let me just, but I don't think, let me say it again for the people in the back. I don't think anybody needs a pistol over $2,500. You buy that because it's what you want, not because it's what you need. A 2011, a 2,500 plus 2011 is a luxury item. It's a luxury buy. Buy it if you want it. I don't think anybody needs it. Okay? That's what I'm saying. All right. Hold on. Didn't say something. Ooh, didn't. I'm a little jealous. He got the Wilson Combat Division 77. That's a good looking gun. That's a good looking gun. On Going Broke Day with 42 bids at 7703. Right. And that gun was what, like $3,000 or $4,000 on Gun Broker now for 7,700. Yeah, people, look, I'm not mad at people. I'm not mad at people. If you want it, you should buy it. Integrity Firearms, my man, 2A and LA. So what should I consider spending my $2,500 on? I think there's a lot of guns in that range that are good. I think the Jacob Gray is a great buy in that range, especially the covert version, which is ported and has all the bells and whistles on it. I think Staccato makes a great 2011, no cap. I think Bull Armory has some very good offerings, although they're hard to get your hands on them. Bull Armory has some good options in that $2,500 space. I think the other thing too you can do, Siege, is you can take a lesser gun like a Prodigy, like maybe a Romulus or something like that. That's $1,000 to $1,500. Put 1,000 in, so you're at $2,500, and have a gun that's crazy that shoots like a $3,000, $4,000 gun. I would put my Prodigy up against any of my mid-tier guns. I'm not saying it's better, but I'm saying it's probably as good or very close for a lot less money. So there's that. But see, you got my info. If you need more, you can always call me and we can talk. 2011, look, facts. Facts. I said it and I ain't taking it back. I love them too. I love them too. Whoo! That's why I got 30 something of them. That's why I got 30 something, because I love them. I love them. I love them like a fat kid loves cake. Stop playing. Love them, love them, love them. Integrity Farms, you're right. Get what you want. That's it. That's it. At the end of the day, get what you want. RGG thinks Staccato is the best at the 2,500 and under range. I don't know. So here's my problem with Staccato. I think Staccatos are very good, very reliable. They are the Glock of 2011. So I'm not, no shade to Staccato. I own 3 of them. Love them. Love them. But you got a polymer grip. The trigger isn't the best. They're not ported or compensated, except for the XC, which is $4,500, right? And there are other guns out there now. The Bull Armory ProTac and the ProTac Comp, that's under 3,000, that has a better trigger, is ported and or compensated. I think companies are coming for Staccato. The Jacob Gray upgraded, all metal gun, ported, past that first cycle. Now they're really, all the production issues seem to be resolved. And there wasn't very many to begin with. I think it's a better gun than a Staccato P or a Staccato C2, or a CS or something like that. I just think there's a lot of options in that price range. 2011 Collective is a 2011 crackhead also. Hey, Thomas, I told you this the other day. It takes one to know one. It takes one to know one. Thomas, you a 2011 crackhead too. What? Stop acting. Stop acting. Remember, you're talking to mostly average people. Well, I was talking to Siege because Siege asked about a $2,500 gun. And RGG says, most people don't. Oh, hey, TK, sorry about that. I was trying to do this one. RGG says, most people don't care about those details. They don't care, RG, because they don't know about those details. But once they're educated, then they may want something that's better. So that's what I would say. 2011 says, best all metal gun, MPA DS9 at 3K. Good gun. Good gun. Hold on. Let's get it in, y'all. We about to get this one. Hold on. Let me do this. Choose live stream. Are you a shooter? All right. We about to get this next giveaway for the Glory Fire Electronic Ear Pro. Like I said, a review is coming out on this one shortly. Giveaway 2. put hashtag 2011 crackhead in the comments to win a pair of Glory Fire Ear Pro. The bad thing about 2011s is that you got to start finding companies on Instagram to find out when they drop. Quad port, he's selling off at 100%, yo. 100%. It's hard out here in these 2011 streets. It is hard out here in these 2011 streets. My man, Black Guns and Gardens, what's good, man? Yes, man. I also say this year, y'all, I am really dialing in my carbine game. You're going to see a lot of carbine content from me. I did, a significant amount of SBR stuff and some shotgun stuff and some carbine stuff, but a lot of carbine stuff coming to the channel in 2011 and a lot of rifle stuff once I get my AI out there. And again, like I said, all the giveaways tonight are going to also come with a 2A NLA patch and a 2A NLA keychain. As long as I can remember to put everything in the box when I get all this stuff out. All right, last call for alcohol, y'all. If you want a shot at the Glory Fire Ear Pro, electronic Ear Pro, review coming soon on these. They're solid. They're solid. They really are. Put hashtag 2011 crackhead in the chat. I'm about to get it rolling. Going once, going twice, gone. Ryan Jenkins. Congrats, my man. Congrats, Ryan. All right, Ryan. I'm going to ask Shayna or Gina to put my email address down in the chat. It is 2 spelled out TWOANLA at gmail.com. Send me your address and we will get out your Ear Pro as well as your patch and keychain. Congratulations, my man. Now, I'll say this, you guys. What I try to do is I always try to get these things out in the mail before the next live. So every other week, essentially. This one might be a little tough. It depends on if everybody gets me their information because I'll be at SHOT Show all next week. I won't be around. But I will get them out as soon as I possibly can. All right, all right, all right. Let me set this back. Oh, I think we're done for that one. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this. Present. Share screen, share screen. Yeah, fam. So that's where I'm at with the state of the 2011 market. It's a little concerning for me. I feel like everybody is rushing in, and some people will do it right. Some people will do it wrong. Some people just want the money and have no concern about the quality or the level of customer service that they provide. To me, all those things are, kind of not good. But the good thing is there are enough quality companies out there where if you want a quality um, 2011, you can certainly find one. Oh, Dennis Dixon said, so let me say this, fam. I feel very blessed that I have friends, real friends. You know what I mean? Like real friends, and family that love me. And rarely do I feel alone in the world like so many people unfortunately do. But I gotta say, if I was one of those people who wasn't blessed with a good family and wasn't blessed with good friends, the number of you that have reached out to me over the last week to check on me, I don't want to get all emotional, fam, but it meant everything to me. It meant everything to me. And people did it all kinds of ways. Those who had my phone number texted me. Those DM me on Instagram, reached out to me on Facebook. Randy reviews it. What's good, my man? People who reached out to me on Facebook to check on me. I just can't thank you guys enough. The love was felt. And I really, really appreciate that, man. So I'm all good, y'all. Fortunately, I'm in more central Los Angeles. I'm not near kind of the foothills where a lot of the fires were taking place, but I worked from home for a couple of days, and the air quality is crappy out here right now. But I'm blessed, fam. I talked to a good friend of mine whose girlfriend and her mother, both of them lived in the same community in Altadena, and both of them lost their homes. And there's a lot of stories like that, burned to the ground, everything they owned, other than what they could kind of throw in their vehicles, is gone today. Gone. Entire communities just lay in ruin. So yeah, fam, I'm okay. I'm fine. My family's okay. I'm fine. I feel really blessed and fortunate, but I also really, really appreciate everybody that reached out to me to check on me. So love y'all. Love y'all for that, for life. I always like to acknowledge other content creators whenever they're in the chat. So my man Randy Reviews It is in the chat. If you guys haven't watched Randy's channel, he's a good watch. My man is a good watch. He does like a lot of gun reviews. He talks about things going on in the firearm industries. In my opinion, you always tell you guys, in my opinion, he does the best AR-15 tiers on YouTube. Go back and look at his 2023 and 2024 AR-15. It is educational. So make sure if you're not subscribed to my man Randy Reviews It, make sure you go back and check out his stuff. Your content is not lackluster to me, my man. I always appreciate it. You know, one of the things I love about YouTube, look, we've got content creators out there that do in the gun tube space that do beautiful content, like high level production content. And I appreciate that. You know, people like T-Rex Arms and Dirty Civilian and Grand Thumb, all those people that have their own camera crews and have high-level editors that come in and produce like crazy stuff. Great. It's great. I'm happy that we have that kind of representation in our space. I also appreciate guys who sit down in a chair and just talk to you about guns. I love that just as much. I love it and everything in between, right? And so, man, I love that about our space. And no matter what's your jam, if you prefer, we got guys like what's my man that never shows his face, and he's always has his gun out on the carpet. I just watched one of his videos early today. Y'all know who I'm talking about, brother. We don't even know what he looks like, and we still watch and appreciate his content. And so, man, I think that there's room for everybody under the tent. Bobby Dynamite, thank you, BTG. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed to Bust Them Guns, man, Bust Them Guns gun collection is not for play, bro. Not for play. Not for play. So make sure you're checking out my guy. PSR is another one. No, I was thinking about Bobby Dynamite. But we have so many people in the space, man. Make sure you're supporting them. Make sure you go and hey Lonnie, how's it going, my man? Make sure you go out and you're supporting our content creators. I'll say this too. YouTube is not doing us any favors with the way that our content is circulated. So it's kind of up to us to get the word out. I try to get the word out for even people where, look, I don't want to make it seem like I love everybody's content. I don't. But even if I don't love it, I still try to promote them, because just because something isn't my jam doesn't mean it's not somebody else's jam. And so I've seen a lot of kind of cannibalization in the gun tube community. I think we got to knock that off. There's too many people out here trying to strip us of our Second Amendment rights in general for us to be focusing in on what we are doing and not doing in our space. I think our efforts could be better served elsewhere. So I always try to support all of my gun tube brethren, unless I see them doing stuff that is unsafe, in which case, yeah, I don't support that. All right, look, fam, we're getting down to the last member giveaway of the night. I'm giving away a set of these Wish Betty 4K night vision goggles. Did a review on them earlier. Yeah, Lonnie, I am safe. Thanks so much for thinking about me. So we're going to be giving away one of these in a couple of minutes. Like I said, if you're not a member of the channel, please think about joining. It's only $3.99 a month. I do giveaways, quality giveaways every 2 weeks. It's not like I'm somebody who has 3,000 members. If you are a member, unless you have terrible luck like Gina V. Gina, you're probably going to win. You're probably going to win at some point. So make sure you do that. And this year, like I said, we are going to be giving away a 2011 on the channel. A lot more about that coming your way soon. And I said it a few times, but make sure you're following me on Instagram, because a lot of the guns, the cool guns that you see me that ultimately find their way to YouTube, are generally released early on Instagram, and I dropped a crazy one today. So make sure you go and go to your phone, hit Instagram. It's at 2A_N_LA_. I know, TK, I don't know what's up with that. My main man, Shooting with Major Havoc. Look, like I said, fam, if you're a content creator and you come into my chat expect to be recognized. Jay, my man, thanks so much. If you guys aren't checking out my man Shooting Straight with Major Havoc, if you're a 2011 person, you definitely need to check out his channel. He has a series, and I am glued to the screen for this one. He has, I want to say, like 6 different prodigies, all with different porting and compensation systems. So if you guys are somebody who has a prodigy or you have a 2011 that's not ported and not compensated, and you're thinking, I want to get my gun ported, I want to get my gun compensated. So many different people are offering packages now. Where should I send it to? What's the best kind of port? Should I get an inline port? Should I get V ports? Should I get a comp? Should I get both? You gotta watch Shooting with Major Havoc's video, his video series. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check out my man's channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment. All right, let's get this last get down going. I'm going to do the RGG shuffle, 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 shuffle. Whoa! Jace, I told y'all, RGG, sorry, bro. Sorry, but you already got a pair of these. So Jace has one. Jace, Jace, I don't know if you guys have a place for me to send these yet, but whenever you're ready, Jace, for me to send you out your goggles, bro, let me know and I will get these out to you. Congratulations, Jason. All right, let me stop sharing. All right, let me get back down to the chat. No problem, bro. Oh, Shooting with Major Havoc has Romulus comp too. That's Shooting with Major Havoc. You missed it earlier, but one of the things I said was I'm going to do a budget build this year, similar to what I did with my Prodigy. And I'm trying to decide between the Romulus or the XP Pro. I don't know which one I'm going to choose, but I'm going to choose one of them. I'm going to go crazy on it. I'm going to go straight crazy on it. Yeah. So Shooting Major Chat said 6 crazy prodigies. Check out that series. I can't wait until the next one drops. He did kind of an initial impressions with each of them. All of them look crazy flat to me. So I think he's got an extended one coming up, and I can't wait to see that footage. All right, fam. Well, look, it's getting very close to 7 o'clock. I had a long weekend. I had a long day today. I had a long day tomorrow. So I'm going to shut the live down. But I appreciate all of you guys for coming out. And don't forget, I got a video drop. I had a video drop right before this live about my weight loss journey, how I lost 100 pounds in the last year. Check that out. And then tomorrow morning, I've got the best mid-tier 2011s dropping. So make sure you check that out as well. All right. That's it. Until next time, as always, fam. Take care of one another and peace. Love y'all.